Draw for a little bit longer. I'm only going to go live when I feel the energy. I have a little bit more energy to sketch a little bit more. No, me. The hammer. No, it's just grind. It's called grind. I'm going to make this slightly different, I guess. So let's go back to the past. The future sucks ass. And I want Marty McFly back. The NBA was great. Jordan should have won 8. Bond swipes left. Nobody left today. So walk slowly down the street. Okay, we're back with you. Okay, so this is our character. I'm still sketching. Again, I'm working on a comic. So this will be a lot of work because I'm just one person. This is our first character in the comic. It'll be her. She's a badass. I think the hardest part is the flame. She has this flamethrower we'll have to digitize and always have going the right way. Let me zoom in a little bit. I'm going to do the time lapse after, well, once we get this. I just wanted to draw for a few. She has this shirt. I like this shirt. I kind of like this style. This. From Kelly to Kim to Sally, I'm done. Like this. The bullets rip. And one bites the dust. She's got this, it's kind of like a backpack. It's kind of like a super soaker if you're born in the 90s. Abuse you too. Another one bites the dust. Look at. You know, I don't feel like I've ever said anything real mean to people. Like, one time this girl was like, can you draw uh, a hand or something? I drew a hand as fast as I could, and she's like, nope. I'm like, fuck you. Dude. No, this was as a teacher. She said no. Okay, well, you draw a fucking hand then. You draw a fucking hand. You probably can't draw a stick figure. Here I am drawing a full fucking comic myself in the next few months because I have a desire to. You draw a hand. Most people can't draw a fucking stick figure, but yeah. You can. You can draw a snowman. You can draw a stick figure. Flat Stanley, yeah. Okay, so if I'm gonna draw her, next is her legs. She wears cargo pants because she can carry more shit in there. So she kind of wears these cargo pants. That's how I would draw the cargo pants. We'll make them Velcro. Why not? She's got boots, so she has to have boots to be a badass. That's the thing. If I had this on TikTok, they would probably ban me for saying anything. She's got a belt here. I think she should have a BB here for Betsy Blue. But it has to have like a fire thing in the middle, so. Or it could be BB. I think we're going to do back-to-back BBs. She's got the wide stance here. I'm back to tell the truth. 'Cause I don't know what to do. 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 ' So yeah, if you want to increase your art skills, get yourself some blenders for a few bucks on Amazon. I have a whole bunch. He asking for me. Yeah, I think this. I don't know what color this shirt, her open shirt is gonna be here, but again, this is about 40, 50 minutes into this, so that's how fast I can draw. I can't draw super fast, but it's not like I'm not like making the Grinch Who Stole Christmas too. I think that was like so many drawings. Michael and his women. We're gonna try to do these lives every once in a while when we can. This is kind of how I drew things years ago. I do these baggy pants and shit. I don't know. I feel like she should be in green for all this, and then I think this will be green, and then underneath would be maybe a red or something. I don't know. Let me pinch out to see if I can get the so you show the boots, and then I don't know. Maybe the boots would be a dark green or some shit. I don't know. People say, well, actually, nobody ever asked why I swear, but I've done the whole polite life before. Everything was very polite, and I said yes to every motherfucker, so that's why I swear. Because I really don't give a shit at this point. I've done the whole go to college and get the degree and go teach and pass the teacher's test. I've done it all. So the only thing I can do now is do my lives and collect watch hours. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. So this is where I put her standing here. When you have a foot that's straight on, it's a little bit different because you can't put. It kind of looks something like that. So yeah, the banker, Dick Van Dyke played the banker on Poppins. That's why that song says that. I kind of want these boots a little higher, but I think that's gonna be fine. So let's go fly a kite. Just a spoonful of sugar. So her belt will probably be, I don't know. It's probably gonna be like a, I don't know. I'm gonna let me do part of her, other part of her. Fly. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Cherry Chi Lane. Okay, I gotta do her. The thing with art is every angle is gonna have the different look different for each thing you draw. So this is like diagonal from there. All right, so there's our character so far. Again, people don't realize like you make these marks and then you can go outline it, and people don't. They just that's kind of how to draw. It's like you're gonna have a lot of marks and you say whatever. But everyone is known. Vermont. I'll bring home. I just love art. I mean, I've loved art since 1980. When I was born in 82. Now kind of making my own That's the thing with like these art. They say, "Oh, I'm an artist." Okay, then draw your own fucking thing. Why don't you have your own ideas? You just keep stealing from fucking Disney and Marvel. And I did that for years. I just drew those characters, and you get tired of drawing Stitch 1,000 times. Okay, we gotta bring her other leg in. You're gonna have these lines here because she is. I guess these would be lines here too. She's not super tall. She's not gonna be super tall. She's not a supermodel. She's just a badass. She's not a baddie. She's a badass. She doesn't give a shit about people's. She's helpful. Yeah, she helps people. That's the thing. Yeah, you already have me. So when I'm drawing, I'm just looking at the whole thing. That's the thing people don't do. I look at it from back. I see it on the camera here. This isn't a kid show. So yeah, this will probably have to. Her boot will have to come down a little bit more. I'll have to draw this a little bit more here. I kind of have a desire to play Monopoly against like the not against anybody, just against the computer. Yeah, I think I have the one for maybe Xbox One. But playing it online, people fucking cheat. That's why I hate it. Game to play back in the day. Oh shoot! Boom. Monopoly. I think the thing you have to remember is when you're drawing, nobody's perfect in life. Not even like comic book artists and people that do a lot of art. It's like nobody's perfect. So just work on something and you get there. Yeah, I raced today. So there's proof that I have erased one time in my life. Well, when I'm forming the faces, I wanted to look feminine. She's masculine and feminine at the same time. So that was the hardest part. Was getting her feminine but masculine at the same time. A kind of a feminine face here. You just shrink her down until you get it the way you want it. But when you digitize something like this, then you can add lighting and shit like that. So, with Procreate and backgrounds and, all kinds of shit. People don't realize that. Yeah, I could sit here and color this fucking thing or whatever, but it's fun to do a sketch and then put it in like a sketchbook that you released, like these are the original sketches of this. If you're trying to build something big, most people don't even know what they're building. I know what I'm building, I got books, I got artwork, I got music, I have everything at this point. I got fresh coffee, mollydogcoffee.com. Most people, they want to get monetized. It's like, okay, but you're going to be doing that forever. But you have to enjoy it. I enjoyed making content, but I didn't enjoy nothing going viral on. I had a few things go viral on TikTok, but what was the fucking point? People say, you're all over my FYP. I was like, okay, well, do you have any money? No. You know, that's the problem. People have no talent. They just want to like yell at the camera and then people support them. One girl's doing DoorDash. I said, I'll comment on here so you get paid, but I did DoorDash and there's no fucking money in that. Not not that I'm out for money. I was just out to eat and go to Disney for a while. Wonderful active time to go backwards. And it was fantastic. Favorite James Bond actor. Okay, we're about 15. This is about an hour sketch if people are Wandering, this has taken me about an hour to sketch this. It would probably take someone else who's not an artist like a week. So that's the difference between me. It would take AI probably 10 seconds. But again, I want people to see that I can fucking draw, and I've been drawing my whole life. So here you go. I don't think people need to see my face to know that I'm really here. This song. So we gotta put her hands in here. Dude, even if it's some like somebody did something bad, I mean, look at me with Princess Kimby. I said all of her cakes were good, and they were all shit. So I lied to her. Yeah, that's probably the only time I lied in my life. I think she'll probably wear like gloves or something, like purple gloves, kind of a like a tribute to Jessica Rabbit. So now we're working on her. She has a flamethrower because she's a badass. I won't. Well, you kind of know her name, I think, at this point. At 51. Okay, we're almost done here. I gotta stop. Anthem. Let's go. Right here, you're gonna make this like this. This is like her shirt bubbled up. Pierce and Sean. I'm gonna make this hand. Lazenby. Yeah, I can put gloves on for her if I want. Let's just do something like this. Those would be her gloves here. I guess you could do the red gloves or something. There would be her gloves, and then over here, these would be gloves. Again, I'll do a time lapse with her. I gotta pull this stuff, and I have some on my other on my phone. I think when you deal with big weapons like this is the hardest part. If you're gonna digitize this, you'd have to, do it in pieces so you could pull it apart and use it in other scenes. A flamethrower just has kind of all these attachments and shit. Scam Likely is calling me and interrupting our music. Dude, these fucking scam people think that nobody's doing anything ever. They just fucking call you in the worst times. Like, you're just trying to unwind from the day. Maybe you're at home or some shit. And here they come calling. Hey, you want to make money? You want us to give you fucking money? No, 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 no. Maybe you buy me one thing on Amazon? Hey, I just looking for some new pencils. How about that? No, they won't give you. Okay, so here comes the. I'm gonna move it slightly. All right, so right around here is when you're gonna have a thing like this. Again, I almost gave up on this piece, but I don't really give up on a lot of things. I'm gonna make this kind of big. I'm gonna make it too big, I guess. And then you'd have like these little holes here for this. I don't know how many, maybe something like that. There you go. And then you just have her, this would be like kind of round. I think the best thing people could do if they are watching this is like later is subscribe, of course. Share it with people that are into art and shit. And then, you know, if you want to sign up for my Udemy, Jason, Jayson LeCuyer at our, well, just LECUYER, and you go sign up. It's some of my Udemy's courses. But we get the watch hours when people watch, so I am a real person doing all of this shit. I think this might have to come down a little bit too. I mean, she could switch out the weapon. I always like the, what is it, a Gatling gun? It's kind of cool. Yeah, so this is, I'm actually kind of at my time to end, but I'll put in some flames here. She really has to be like wide on this. This really should have been drawn wide, but here's some flames coming off of this shit. I mean, you can only do the best you can do in your life. If people, you know, if you don't have anyone to help you, you gotta do the best you can do. Is really what it's all about. So this is me doing my thing, and probably be a little smoke coming off of this because it's so fucking hot. I dealt with blacktop when I was 10, so this is kind of a throwback to, you know, doing driveways and shit, how hot a flamethrower would be. The turtles had their weapons, they're different. Donnie was my favorite turtle, Donatello, because he had the long reach bow, and I really liked that. It's like, you know, he could attack somebody, but you know, from afar, because he didn't have to. That's why I liked him, because he had that as his weapon. I thought that was cool. So she's kind of like a reference to Donatello because she has the flamethrower. So she's like so far back, and she can shoot him with flames. That's kind of why I went with the flamethrower. So if people are wondering why does she have the flamethrower, well, she's a redhead, but she's you know, she's kind of a reference from Donatello. Donatello had the bow, she has a flamethrower. It's a completely different weapon, but you know, she's the leader too. Leo is the leader of the turtles. Donnie was the brains. He's the tech brains, and I am kind of the tech brains of my life here. So she could be into tech, but I think we'll have a different brain for the tech. This is a team of 4, just like the turtles. There we go. About an hour into this sketch of this character. She's got a belt here. It's going to be BB, so I'm going to reverse it. It's going to have maybe a flame or something coming down the middle or something, but there she is. She's badass, I think. And then she'll have a... you won't see her where she ties her her mask because it will be in the back under her. I don't think she's going to keep her... You know, this is under her hair. You have to understand that. Okay, that's it for me. Watch the other one. I did draw sort of this part. It's below this. And then check out mollydogcoffee.com for fresh coffee, free shipping. I will digitize this one maybe on our next one, or I might draw the next character. I don't know. And then check out reallySassyStuff.com for some cool stuff. All right, I'll talk to you later. Peace.